Here we are, it's Pinar KELES of Turkey, Olivia, SAAVEDRA of Mexico, Ivonne MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of the USA, Zheng ZHENG of China, and Befilia BUYA of Angola. They are the 5.
And if we're having a look at season best times, MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of the USA, 5:11.19, a lifetime best set this season. And Rodriguez of Mexico, 5:12.27. So they're the 2 we should be looking out for at the front of the pack as they move up to the start line to get going in the second heat of the women's 1500 metres T11 race. And away they go. And no doubt it will be those 2 athletes who do get out to the front early on in this race. We've already got one who's been left at the back there, but they're away early in the piece. And the first 4 are nicely bunched together. So let's just run through them again. Pinar KELES of Turkey, Rodriguez of Mexico, MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of USA, Zheng ZHENG of China, and it is Befilia of Angola.
MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT is immediately recognizable with the shaved head. She's in the lead for the United States, and her guide is Andrew Tollefson. And the other guides for Pinar KELES of Turkey, it's Aiden Erkan Kaplan. For Mexico, for Rodriguez, it's Gabriel Mesquitan Galicia. For China, for Zheng ZHENG, the world record holder, by the way, she broke that at the Para-Asian Games in Incheon in Korea last year. Jin ZHENG is her guide. They're back in 3rd place at the moment. For Angola in 2nd, Befilia BUYA and her guide, Eduardo Chimboto. But out in front at the moment is the American pairing, Ivonne MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT. Interesting pacing so far, tightly bunched between the top 3.
Well, the Mexican who I mentioned had a 5:12.27 time this year. Rodriguez, they're currently in 4th position, so they're just falling away slightly off the back, but I suggest they're pacing their race, and that's the way they'd like to do it. But out the front there, it's still the American who's in the lead in MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT, and it's Angola's Befilia BUYA, who's also there in 3rd place, but it is the Chinese athlete Zheng ZHENG who has moved through into 1st place as we move around halfway through this 2nd lap. And Zheng ZHENG still leads there from the American in MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT with her guide Andrew Tollefson. And in 3rd place it is from Angola, Befilia BUYA. And coming in 4th, it is Rodriguez, and taking up the end of the field, it is Pinar KELES, who is quite some distance behind, and they will probably be lapped at some point during this race.
Well, it's the world record holder, Zheng ZHENG, who leads, just about 2 laps to go. MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of the United States is in 2nd place. BUYA of Angola is in 3rd. Rodriguez of Mexico is in 4th place. Back in 5th is Pinar KELES of Turkey. Little gaps emerging now between each of the 5. Zheng ZHENG, lifetime best. 4:38.66, that's not a ratified world record because her official world record is 4:44.06. There's the top 2 who automatically qualify now for the final, plus the 1 fastest loser. That has changed, we should tell you, during the evening session. But look at the gap that's opened up. It's around 50 meters now. Zheng ZHENG well out in front for China. But still, it's a very good pace by MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT. And in many cases, obviously it's T11, the athletes are totally blind. You'll also notice, I think the Americans don't have any bindings at all. The arm pattern is totally different, and that's, in the 1500 meters, really completely allowed. You're fine with that. It's all about the pacing, following the time, and for many it is a time trial.
It's very interesting, isn't it, when you look there at MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of the USA. Look at that. There it is, a picture of them. They've got the binding on their hips. So they're binded by the hips, so it obviously makes them feel a lot more ease doing it that way as we come into the final lap with Zheng ZHENG of China, who takes the bell first up, followed by Ivonne MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT and her guide Andrew Tollefson as they go across the line and head into the 4th lap. At this stage, it looks like they are going to be the ones who go through to the final.
It's going to be down to the rest for the fastest loser slots. Might be a bit of a lapping coming on as well with Pinar KELES of Turkey in the back straight. Will be overtaken very shortly by our runaway leader, Zheng ZHENG of China. But for the rest, it really doesn't matter so long as you're in the top 2 in this. Zheng Jin well in control for China. The 24-year-old 4:44.06 is her world record from October 2014. And the Asian Games, the Para-Asian Games. Here's the lapping coming now. And Zheng Jin very much well in control here. MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT quite a bit back, but there's no worry about that from her point of view. Into the closing straight now for the Chinese. Zheng Jin is our leader. And in the closing straight, victory will be hers. World record time passed a few moments ago, but the championship record time of Sigita Markevičienė of Lithuania from Madrid in 1998 is under threat and is about to go, and it has 5 minutes, 0.36. New championship record for Zheng Jin. In second place for the United States will be Ivonne MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT. Careful! Oh, did the guy cross the line first? If he did, she's gone. And if he did, it opens the door for whoever's next, and it might be Mexico. Might be Rodriguez from Mexico. Guy has to do the same, he has to pull back. Rodriguez is next for Mexico. Befilia BUYA of Angola is fourth past the line. Now Zheng wins 5:00.36. That's been ratified as a championship record. Great running by the world record holder. Well, it's what happened in second place. Ivonne MOSQUERA-SCHMIDT of the United States and her guide Andrew Tollefson. He left it very late. Pinar KELES is still out there. The other four have finished. And we'll follow her progress towards the end.
Well, this could be very, very interesting. 4 laps, and as you go across the line, you may face disqualification.
The athlete has to cross the line first.
We still have one athlete and the guide out. On the track, finishing off their race, that is the Turkish pair of Pinar KELES and her guide Aydin Erkan Kaplan. So they're coming around into the last 100 meters to finish the race off.
And here comes Pinar KELES of Turkey, coming through in 5th place. Well, the T11 category athletes, complete visual impairment, completely blind. A great achievement, and she's let off by her guide. 5th place for her. Zheng Jin, our winner, but very, very well indeed. Pinar KELES made it all the way.